Hello. Hey, everybody. I know I said I was going to be live on my backup channel and I was going to do these court documents. There's so many to go over. It'll probably take me more than one live to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to go over Queen Bee's live from this morning. I haven't listened to it yet. I only listened to the first maybe 2 minutes starting at like the 15-minute point, and I shut it off and I texted one of my girls and I was like, I think I'm going to cover this before I do anything else because I think that that's important too. So I'll do that now. I'll leave, come back later, do some of those, and then I'll resume whatever I don't finish. So I'll probably make this a maybe we'll have like a series, a Queen Bee series for her court docs. But that's over on my backup. It's pinned in my chat. Most people are already subbed to my backup channel, but if you're not, it's there. And it's also on my community tab. And if you put in TM 2.0, it comes right up. So that should be good. And thank you everybody for coming in. I want to thank first because I saw extra pickle maxing. I love pickles. You know what? Extra pickle maxing. I was in Baltimore with my son. There was pickles on everything. I was in heaven. Everything came with pickles. I was like, holy shit, I love fucking pickles. They're so good. It was awesome. Every meal that I ordered, pretty much, not every meal, but it came with pickles. Loved it. So thank you so much for becoming a YouTube member. Uni, hey, thank you for becoming a member too. Texas Girl for 4 months. I appreciate your dedication to being a member on my channel. Just Diana, new member. Thank you for joining. Wow, you guys. Sparky Pilot is a new member. Thank you so much. Cinnamon Hot, thank you for becoming a member. Marlena, I thought you were a member already. Somebody said that they just became a member and then it said welcome, but they'd already been one. So it's so weird. Maybe they change. YouTube changes stuff all the time. Niece, member for 13 months. I appreciate you. Thank you. Angie Carter gifted 5 memberships. So if you got a membership from Angie, please thank her. And thank you so very much for donating 5 memberships. It's expensive to donate memberships, you guys. I've donated 5 at a time, 10 at a time, and I don't know why, but I think there's like an extra charge on it or something. It seems like it to me anyhow. So I really appreciate people that donate, memberships because they're pretty costly. Okay. Ivy League Flight Nurse, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Luminous gifted 1 membership. So thank Luminous if you got one. Come right in. Let's see. Hey, Damn Sam. I don't want to make a big announcement or anything, but I am just so happy for you. And I want to thank you so much for telling me your good news. I just am over the moon for you. It is so good to hear a success story. And I will always think about you and keep you in my prayers for continued health. You are slamming it. And I think that's absolutely amazing. I'm so happy for you. Okay, let's see. I want to get right into this. Don't want to waste any time. So let me grab this live stream. As I said, I didn't listen to this. I woke up late today at like 1:30. I slept for 11 hours, so I got good sleep. And I'll probably be up a little later than usual because I slept so late. So it kind of works out perfectly if I'm going to come back live and do the other stuff too. So we'll see. Let's see how everything goes. Get this started right about here. And I am going to pay attention to the chat because that chat's pretty wild. I have to clear things up and address all the things. Hey, look at my chat really quick before I start screen sharing this. So good to see everybody in here. Hey, Whistledown, how are you? Hope you're feeling better. What's wrong with Whistledown? A lot of people have summer colds from what I hear. Hey, Linda Lou, Chipper. Clipped Wings 3, hello. Hi, Jiggy. Eric Jasper. Sippy, what up, girl? Green 1217. I wish that the names would show up, you guys. I'm really sick of these handles because not everybody's handles match their name. It drives me nuts, and I don't want people to think I don't know who they are. Hey, Deb Mondorf. Thank you, Jay for Justice, joining memberships. I don't offer anything for my membership, so I don't do member lives because I don't want to leave anybody out, and it shouldn't cost money to watch my lives. I stand by that. I don't like it. I know a lot of people do membership lives, but I don't take it that seriously, and I never want anybody to feel excluded because they don't have the money for it. Life is far too expensive. So I just do whatever. And can somebody, if you don't mind, I would normally do it myself, but my phone's on the charger. If one of my girls in Discord could just share my Discord link for me in the chat every once in a while, that way people know where it is. I would appreciate it so much. I don't want to make you do any work. Somebody said one of the Discord links wasn't like working right or something. So if you could just drop that in there every once in a while. Thank you, Shell, for becoming a member, and Manderlin. Sin, thank you guys are all joining memberships. Thank you. You're the fucking best. Hey, Sunshine Girl. Good to see you. I missed you last night. Actually, I was like, where the hell is Sunshine Girl? Hold on a second. Hey, Ostrich, how are you? Why can't I see? Where is Hello Starlight? I can see her on the thing, but I cannot see her in this chat. Give me a second. Maybe I didn't. Is she down here? Oh, there she is. Okay. Thank you, Hello Starlight, for becoming a member. Good to see you in my chat. If you're not subbed to Hello Starlight, please do. She does great Gypsy Rose coverage, and she covers Mackenzie Shirla as well. And I have a very similar opinion about Mackenzie Shirla to Hello Starlight, and I like that because I don't know, it's kind of an unpopular opinion. I'm not a supporter of her by any means, but I just think there's something a little off about the crash is all. And I wish there was more. I wish there was more that it's like, did you guys see that Tesla that did exactly the same thing? Like maybe a couple days ago. Did you see that in the news? I looked at that and I was thinking, holy shit, that looks exactly like what happened with um, Mackenzie Shirilla. It was wild. So anyhow, let's see. I just want to say that I'm disgusted and so sorry about how these bottom feeders speak on your son. They accuse me of lying about cancer, and I know that doesn't compare, but nonetheless, it's hurtful. Ivy League, um, don't compare anything because you're, listen, everybody's like hurt and everybody's sadness and shit is like all relative, you know? Don't even worry about it. The things that people say don't affect me. It has no bearing on like who I am as a person. It's about them. It's not about me. You know, like this is their character, not mine. So I know everybody's like, I'm so sorry about what they're saying. I'm so sorry about what they're saying. It's fine. I'm here to go over shit and explain things. So some people in that chat have some questions. I'll clear it right up. So, not a problem. I don't want anybody feeling bad. I don't want sympathy. I do not want pity. I never wanted my son's illness on YouTube. First of all, I kept it private from here for almost 5 months, never said a word. And to this very day, had it not been put out, I don't believe I would have ever said anything. So, um, it wasn't my choice that it came out on YouTube. Never planned to put it on YouTube, and it ended up here. So I dealt with it. I had no choice but to deal with the fact that everybody knew. I will say I've been showered in love and compassion and from people that I fell out with years ago even, and those people have shown their true character to me. I care about the people that have surrounded me and been so kind and been so loving to my son. Those are the people that matter the most to me. Those are the people that I consider on my day to day. The people that are, acting vile, saying awful things, most of them are mothers. And I want everybody to be really clear about this. And I don't care how it makes anybody feel. If you're a mother and you're talking down about my grief, my son, his cancer, anything about it, even his GoFundMe, anything, you have children. Cancer can come knocking on your door at any time. And when it shows up, you have to let it in. I've said this before. You will not have a choice. You will not have a choice. And I promise you could have a 2-income household and you will have nothing. Nothing. Cancer wipes you out financially, and money cannot save you. You could be a trillionaire. It's not going to save your life or your child's life. And it's an awful position to be in, but it can happen to anyone. I don't know why people think that they're invincible. They're not at all. And I don't wish this on anybody's children, but don't think for a second that when they make comments like this, that I don't sit there and say, well, hope if their kid dies, I'm the first to fucking know about it. That's the way I feel. Nothing's ever going to change that. So it is what it is. I don't know what would possess people to behave this way, but this is how the internet is. I expect it, hence why I never brought it to the internet and didn't want anybody to know. But here it is. People are throwing all this shit around and your grace period's over, all kinds of. I never asked for grace and I don't need a grace period. I guess if I needed a grace period, I would need one for the rest of my life, right? Because it's like almost feel like people think that, okay, it's coming up on 6 months. So we can use Tiffany's son to attack her or to make her feel like shit. Nothing anybody says is going to make me feel like shit. Nothing. There's nothing anyone could do or say to me that's going to hurt my feelings because I've been through the worst possible scenario ever in life that somebody can go through. So I'm strong enough to handle all of this. This is nothing compared to what I've been through. Nothing at all. Hey, Ninny C, how are you? Purple Rain, Makeup Mobster. Carla, thank you for becoming a member. Yes, Starlight has been doing good. She does a really good job over there on her channel. Tiffany, I don't think you even realize the support you have and it makes my heart happy. Well, thank you. I see the support that I have. I've seen it for the whole entire time, ever since April 29th when it came out on YouTube last year. I was shocked, actually. I was blown away by the tremendous love that everybody has shown me. I've said that so many times to everybody. There are amazing people in this community. And no matter what's happened on YouTube, like way back in the day in the Chris Watts community or the drama community, all these things, like what I notice is it's the drama community that has surrounded me the most. Where I came from that I couldn't stand, where we used to all fight all the time, are the people that lifted me up. It wasn't the Summer Wells community or, it's like, it's always the people you least expect. And it does prove that back then it really was just YouTube banter. You know what I mean? It wasn't all that serious. Like in the moment we thought it was serious, but when it really came down to real life, they wrapped me in love. And that's not to say every single person. There are people that don't, right? But and that's fine. But I noticed that too. People just stayed silent instead of being nasty. And I appreciate the people in the DC that have come back around and been so supportive and loving and like put things, they threw things to the wayside and water under the bridge. And I like that. I'm not here to fight with people. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to hold grudges for a whole entire decade. This here, what I'm going to share is a whole nother level. But Queen Bee's mad because she knows that I'm about to show things she doesn't want seen. She's intimidated. She is scared. And she's using like Dunkin' Donuts. And nobody gives a fuck about Dunkin' Donuts, Queen Bee. The shit's so old. That happened 9 years ago. I don't know if people realize how long ago that was. So all she has is the check that I was going to send to the Summer Wells Fund that I didn't. I trolled Molly way back in the day. Everyone knows the story. This is such old news, but as you can see, there's nothing recent that Queen Bee has that she can use against me. All she has is shit from a fucking decade ago, just about a decade ago. It's so old. I think it's kind of funny that's all she has. I'm sure there's got to be far more she could find on YouTube that I've done even 4 years ago that she could talk about, but I don't know. Duncan lives on forever. The fact they have nothing else to say, then that says more about them than it does you for real. Agree. I agree. All right, so let me get into this. Sorry if I missed any comments. Did I miss? Hold on a second. Let me go back up. I don't want to ignore anybody here. Hi, BS. Good to see you. Quiz one. Hey. Tara K. We fought like cats and dogs, but we're all bonded through understanding, grief, and that some shit is just not important anymore. You know what, too? Like, there's people that probably maybe wouldn't normally come around in my comment section or something, right? But they'll be like, hey, TM, no matter what happened, I just want to let you know I'm thinking of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, just simply, it's not like a reunification. Everything's hunky dory. We talk on the phone or whatever. It's not like that. But people have really been so good to me. So many more than not. There's only a couple people that have been awful, right? And then they bring it to their viewers, and their viewers follow along. Like over here on my channel, I have mods, but they don't block people's freedom of speech. They let people talk, even if they're talking shit to me, because that's the way I like my channel run. I do like people to be able to say what they need to say. I also don't mind when people check me and say, what you did was fucked up, or, and I'll like have conversations about it. I like when people can speak freely. I don't mind people telling me if they think something I've done is, completely fucked up, or I've hurt their feelings, or, you know what I mean? Like, communication is a big deal to me and always has been. So I like people to be able to speak. That's all. And I see a lot of channels that just stifle the commentators and will not let them. That's where all the trolls come from. The trolls emerge because they can't speak freely, right? They have to make another account. They have to hide under other names. I'd rather just everybody be able to speak as themselves. Hey, Chronicles, she shouldn't be scared. She did nothing. She's shaking like a rattlesnake. Shake my head. Chronicles of the Shady. Listen, so on my thumbnail, the picture of Queen Bee, I thought it was real, Chronicles. I legit thought that shit was real. I was watching it saying, no fucking way. I'm thinking, is she really standing in front of 7-Eleven with a Tweety Bird shirt on? It was fake. I said, is this AI generated or is it real? You did such a good job with that. You fucking nailed it. You nailed it. Chronicles, you have good shit over there. Sub up to Chronicles of the Shady. Who else? Madison, can someone share Madison's link if you don't mind? And let's see. I really wish we'd have more clip channels. I love the clip channels. Never miss anything. We don't have enough clip channels these days, but it seems like they're emerging. We've dragged the fuck out of each other. LOL. None of that matters, though, when someone is really down. Right? I agree, Ninny. All right. Let me press play on this shit.
Just making shit up to make shit up.
I know she's talking about reality wins, I think, here. It starts in a sec.
Kind of like Tiffs does. Make shit up to make shit up. She's over here to clean up the community for me and Clue, right? You know that? That's why Tiffers is here.
To clean up the community for her and Clue. I'm not here to clean it. You can't clean up this community, Queen Bee. I'm not here to clean nothing up. I'm just going to do what I do, and I want to. So it's not a cleanup. I can't clean up you and Clue. You guys are not. How is anybody going to clean up you and Clue? It's not even possible.
She's trying to clean up the community. Crime Chronicles, thank you for dropping a membership, baby. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing your live this morning.
Hey,
I got your link and popped in there. Moon's pipe maxing. She cracked pipe maxing. Look out. Amanda Dash, member for 13 months. I'm starting a GoFundMe for my ingrown toenail.
Yeah, so it's like cute. Everybody's talking about, I'm going to make a GoFundMe for this. I'm going to make a GoFundMe for that. Well, if your kid gets cancer, you'll definitely need one. So don't waste it on an ingrown toenail, okay? Yeah. So careful. Careful what you say. Careful how you behave.
Hey, that's pretty much what she got going on out here.
Yep. So Queen Bee says that's pretty much what I've got going on out here. The GoFundMe is in comparison to having an ingrown toenail. Okay. Got it.
The grift is real.
The grift is real. Never brought the GoFundMe here, Queen Bee. Everyone who donated to my son's GoFundMe, and I've said this before, I made that, and within 24 hours, he met his goal. In my real life, people that live in my town, family, friends of my family, friends of mine, people I've never even heard of that nobody knows who they are. And when it was brought here, people were very, very kind to me. And they cared about what was happening to my son. It was never for here. It's not a grift. How does one grift off a child with cancer? And how does one grift who just passed away? Queen Bee, you're a mother and you have daughters. Okay. So if either of your children ever get cancer, you wouldn't make a GoFundMe because I'm pretty sure you've been collecting money for fucking lawsuits for years. I hope you don't actually need anything like that because you wasted it all on fucking court. So just know that. And you should probably pray a lot.
Yeah, well, she's been here. She's been here to set the record straight. Okay, she's here to tell all you
Well, I'll set the fucking record straight. Trust me.
guys that I'm an abusive fuck. Like she's not reading the same bullshit narrative that David's pushing. David's been pushing. David's been pushing this narrative for a long time that I'm a child abuser.
I believe 100% you are a child abuser. I think you're abusive to adults as well. You have aggravated battery charges, Queen Bee. I mean, you're not an abuser. Are you going to tell people you're not an abuser? Well, wait till we dig into all the records. I beg to differ.
My teenage
What the fuck?
daughters had a fight, and I'm a child abuser. Okay.
Yeah, she's going to blame. That's what abusers do. They'll blame the other kid, right? Right, Queen Bee? That's an abuser. That's an abusive mother. That's what abusive parents do. They blame their kids.
Right. Sure. Sure. That's not what that report says, but you have fun with your FOIA, Tiffers.
The report actually is pretty bad, Queen Bee. Why don't you pull it up and show it? I've never seen Queen Bee actually show this report on her channel ever. She struck Sinner down because she doesn't want the report up.
You have fun with yours. I'm going to have fun with mine. Well, that's the thing, Sherry. She fails to realize that she was gone for 2 years dealing with her son being.
I was not gone for 2 years. I was gone for 2 years because my son was sick. No, my son was diagnosed, and within 357 days, just short of a year, he passed away. I wasn't gone for 2 years. I was gone the whole entire time he was fighting. And I came back actually pretty quickly, probably I would say within a couple weeks. And I shared with everybody where his resting place was in the snow, which seems to be a problem for someone here in this chat that she's got. So I don't know why. I thought it was beautiful in the snow. Would people have rathered I gone live and done that when there was dirt on the ground and no grass grown? Because I wouldn't feel comfortable showing a resting place of dirt. But it was covered in snow and it was absolutely beautiful. And I did share that. And I shared that here on my channel with the community that I have around me. And I have every fucking right to do that. And I'll go live there again. Actually, I almost did it yesterday. go live there whenever I want. That's sacred ground to me. I sit there multiple times a day. Why can't I go live there? What's the problem with that? You know what? These people have no idea, and they're afraid of grief. I don't know what to tell them. They're going to be faced with it eventually. So if I want to go live from my son's resting place and share his beautiful monument when it goes in, which should be very, very soon, that's wrong to do? I don't think so. And maybe some people might not like that or be comfortable. They don't have to watch. They don't have to watch at all. I'm not asking anybody to watch anything. As if people don't have their own free will to watch or not watch whatever they want.
Sick and all that. So she ain't really been around, nor does she's not a part of this community either.
I'm not a part of your fucking community, Queen Bee. Don't forget, Queen Bee, nobody fucking knew who you were. Don't forget this. Nobody knew who you were in the Summer Wells community until I showed up on your panel when you were talking about Candace Hare's grandmother. Everybody ran over there. And you know who else ran over there to watch you? The people from the drama community that were fighting with me. I brought you a lot of people, bitch. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You might need a refresher. I think you had maybe 30 people in your chat that night. I got on your panel, you had 600. Crazy, right, B?
Yeah, she was in the community. Clue's not even on YouTube, first of all. So what are you going to clean up? Nothing, for one. There ain't shit to clean up. For two,
this is where you know she's a dumbass bitch, right? I said I don't even watch Clue. I don't go to Kick. I don't go to Rumble. I like YouTube. I don't really jump around to other platforms. I heard literally 2 clips of Clue and they came to me in a Discord in private. So I don't know what she's talking about. I'm not cleaning up anything with Clue. She is not cleanable. That bitch will always stink. She will always stink. The crevices are large and deep. I don't think you can wash that away, Queen Bee. I don't think you can. You could try, though. Since you're her friend, why don't you give her some advice? Just looking at her, you know that bitch smells. You know her chair smells, and her house is a fucking pigsty. She lives like a slob pig. And so do you, with all of your puppy pads all over the floor so that your dogs can shit and piss. So if you want to talk about cleaning up, you should clean up your own fucking house.
Why would they send your fucking psychotic ass of all people to clean anything up? You weird fuck.
Why? Who does she think sent me somewhere? Sent me where? Nobody sent me to do anything. Queen Bee, do you think that I am a little bitch like you are for Clue? Do you think I have people that tell me, Tiffany, you need to go clean this situation up? I'm doing this because you made it really personal. That's not for anybody else. You know why I'm doing this live right now, Queen Bee? I'm doing it for my son. This is not about me being controlled by anyone around here telling me to do anything. The more you talk about my son, the more I will defend him and his honor. So don't get it fucking twisted. And you can keep on lying, but you're a vile bitch, and I'm going to expose the fuck out of you.
Here. Let me show you.
Shut all the way the fuck up, because she probably should have shut. So Hartley, oy vey, Hartley, why don't you take that video down that you made when my son passed away, because, you were trying to be so supportive. I actually commented to you under that, and I was blocked from your channel. I don't know why you would make a video for me when I'm blocked on your channel, number one. And since you have anything to say about me having a GoFundMe for my son who has stage 4 cancer and fought like hell, please take that down. Please take that down. Okay? I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're trying to prove. And it makes no sense to make a video like you did and then bash me because I have a GoFundMe for my son. Crazy. You're a follower. These people are followers. They want to be recognized by someone who doesn't ever show their face, has been on here, never once shown their face. Never. Except when the camera slips. That's it. I guess you're the same. Anyway, Hartley, you've never shown yourself either.
But all the way the fuck up.
Never gonna happen.
Because actually someone did some research not too long ago on Illuminati, and
yes, and the person that did that research, I'm not going to say too much, but they definitely know what they're doing when it comes to legal documentation.
There's some really questionable things that have never even been brought to light. I mean,
oh, really? Is that so? Kind of like you trying to bring up a police report where you're trying to say I abused my kid, right? Kind of like that, and just lying like David does. And not David, your son. I'm speaking David Poop Pipes. Shit Shorts. Sharter. The Sincel. The Shart and Cincelli.
Yes. Chronicles of the Shady. She sold or gave. Yeah. She provided alcohol to minors. Yeah. She's been charged, I think, more times for that, which is child abuse. So, I mean, she's sitting over here saying that it's a lie, that she's a child abuser. Well, I beg to differ. You're going to change my fucking mind at all.
Hey, that's that jam. Amy Joe. I know that's right. Catherine, member for 24 months, got your golden B-A-A.
not. Hey, I don't really care because I have no vested interest in it whatsoever.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying, Jay. Clue is gone. She lost her platform on YouTube. She can't go live here. She can only sit on panels. And to me, it makes her completely irrelevant, right? She's not on YouTube. If you're not on YouTube, chances are I'm not going to see you unless it's been clipped or given to me, which nobody sends me shit about Clue except for the other day, right? She's gone from YouTube. Like, she has nothing here. She's completely irrelevant in the YouTube world. You know what I'm saying? So unless someone's covering her on their live stream on YouTube or friends with her and has her on a panel, that's all she gets. That's it. That's it. Let her stay over there where she is. I mean, the fuck? Like, she's irrelevant as fuck to me. I don't give a shit about her. I think she needs to take some daily walks to her mailbox at the very least. What is preventing Illuminati from getting up out of that chair and taking a 5-minute daily walk, even in her yard? You'd probably lose a couple pounds, Clue. Eat a salad. Eat a salad for dinner every night. Drink plenty of water. Eat fruit. Be healthy. You are not a healthy person. I think that you need to get up and do some cardiovascular workouts. I think that you will probably die a very early death with all of that weight. And it's gotta hurt to have all of that fat hanging off your bones. Your skeletal system is probably begging you to move around. Just move around. I mean, what would possess someone to never ever move around and just get fatter and fatter and fatter by the day? What is the excuse for that? You don't care about yourself at all. And that's sad. It really is. It's the only body you're ever going to get. It can't be replaced. You should take care of it. What the fuck's going to happen when you become like bedbound or something? You're going to get even bigger. So I would lose all that weight so that when that day does come, you don't need the jaws of life to pry you out of the wall of your house. Do you see what I'm saying? That's a serious situation. Floorboards in the house can break where you sit. The longer you stay sedentary, you're going to do wear and tear on that house you live in too. I bet you there already is. I guarantee you that the floor underneath her chair where she sits is probably caved in a little bit. I dare her to show it. I dare her to show exactly where the floorboards are beneath her chair. If there's a carpet there, you won't be able to see it, but I guarantee you she needs to check the basement if she has one. She's going to have a major problem, that Illuminati, I think. I think that she's probably going to end up like what's eating Gilbert Grape, the mom. That's a whole situation. It's a real thing. She's completely oblivious to it too. Like she doesn't strike me as even caring that she is that large. She is not a healthy person. Very, very unhealthy. I think both physically and mentally unhealthy. Personally, that's my opinion.
But everybody keeps asking me to handle things around here. I don't know why.
They just want to throw you in the mix because you're psycho and you can yell and talk shit. That's why.
I think
the fuck? I'm not yelling. Why do I need to yell? What would I ever need to yell about? Am I psycho? I could absolutely be a fucking psycho. Hell yeah. Sure can. But I think more than anything, people know that I actually never go live without receipts. I bring everything to the table that I need to. I'm organized, and people like that. They appreciate the fact that when I'm speaking on something, I have facts to back it up, right? Like Queen Bee, the other day, you said that you have all this documentation that can clear up that you never did shit. Haven't seen any. Why are you doing this instead of telling the truth? If you could clear your name with this child abuse shit, right? And your CPS file, why wouldn't you do that? Like, if it really wasn't you, don't you think you'd have done that like 48 hours ago? You didn't because you can't. You did it because you can't, bitch.
there's a lot of people that want to handle things, but they don't want the repercussions.
So they send your psychotic ass in. They like, fuck it, you already crazy. You already fucked in the head. Go on in.
Because everybody knows,
We're gonna send this fucking fuck. Let me watch my words. We're gonna send this fuck bag loser in. Hold on, she is disgusting. Exploitation of her son for
Cher. Okay. So let's talk
tens of
about Cher
thousands of
for a
dollars
second.
for what I was told by.
This is really rich, Cher. This is really rich. So she says she's discussing exploitation of her son for tens of thousands of dollars. For what? I was told by a super reliable source her son was covered with really good insurance. Can she prove where it went? My son had really good insurance. Yes, he did, Cher. Absolutely. Do you think that we did all of this with no health insurance? Do you think my child didn't have health insurance? Is there anybody here who doesn't have health insurance for their child? All children should have health insurance. Of course, he had good health insurance. They treated him like gold, in fact. Were there things that weren't covered from time to time? Yes. Absolutely. My son needed something called glofitamab. Okay, it's an immunotherapy. I'll never forget this. There's studies where glofitamab has been putting refractory Burkitt lymphoma patients into remission. And that's a really big deal because once you turn refractory and your cancer is resistant to chemo, your chances of survival drop to 10%. So for glofitamab, which comes from Switzerland, to put anyone into remission is absolutely incredible and is going to save lives. I know 4 people that have gone into remission using it. So the doctor came in and said, I really want to try the glofitamab for David. And we're just having a problem because it's not covered. So I said, all right. And I have the GoFundMe, right? So I said, how much is it? I'll pay for it. I said, I don't care how much it costs. Let's get it, right? And the doctor looked at me and said, listen, this is not something that you or I could pay for out of pocket. He said, it's $30,000 a bag and he needs 6 of them. And I was like, fuck. I was like, well, shit, I will fucking tell everybody what the situation is, right? I'll put it on the GoFundMe. I don't give a fuck. I will fundraise for this medicine, right? I was serious about it. David's doctor went to a conference, the ASH conference for cancer, for blood cancer, and came back with 6 bags of glofitamab for my son, gifted by the company that makes it. Okay, glofitamab didn't help David, unfortunately. He was not lucky enough that it worked. Nothing worked. His cancer had an exclusion zone where his cancer could shut the immune system down. So immunotherapy was the same as chemo was, really, because just nothing worked for him. So this super reliable source, right? Everything you're saying comes from Benny, right? Everything you're saying comes from Benny, your super reliable source. So can I prove where I can prove where every single penny went? Every single one. But I don't need to prove where every single penny went because that GoFundMe was never for YouTube. Never. Never ever. So I don't even know what the GoFundMe brought in. Let me just look really quick. I was just on it because I needed to do something a little while ago. I want to say how much it brought in because I just need to clear something up really quick. You on my dashboard. So David's GoFundMe brought in $46,970. Share. Listen, lean in, bitch. The hotel that we stayed in Boston was $22,000 fucking dollars, you fuck face. Just the hotel, you stupid cunt. $22,000 fucking dollars in Cambridge, Massachusetts to stay in a hotel for 6 weeks. Imagine that. Our hotel in Baltimore was $14,700. Oh shit, I think that wipes out the whole fucking GoFundMe, you stupid fuck. Where did it go? Does she have receipts for everything? I think people that make comments like this need to catch cancer. That's what I think. Don't like what I fucking said? I don't give a fuck. Keep talking, Cher. Keep fucking talking.
A super reliable source. Her son was covered with really good insurance. Can she prove where it went? Bitch, her GoFundMe is still open. She is still exploiting her son.
My GoFundMe is still open. And the reason it's open is because I don't want to delete all of the donations that people gave to my son. And every time you put in Burkitt lymphoma, my son's face shows up. My son is a pioneer for refractory Burkitt lymphoma. I want it there. I'll keep it there for as long as it will stay. And it's not about money, you stupid bitch. Anybody can put in refractory Burkitt lymphoma or Burkitt lymphoma, and guess who you see when you click on images? My beautiful son. That's why the GoFundMe is still up. And if somebody wanted to donate to it because they were like, oh my God, I didn't realize this. And I don't mean here on YouTube. I mean people in my real life. Then they can. I'm not going to turn it away. The most expensive thing I will ever own and everything that's sacred to me is in that cemetery. And every single dime of that money went to David. You have a lot of nerve, Queen Bee. You ripped off all of your subscribers for years on stupid shit. Nothing that actually mattered at all. I'm going to talk about a GoFundMe for a child with cancer. That sounds legit. Coming from you.
Even after he's gone, she still has the GoFundMe open, still taking in money for him.
Yes, I am. I will absolutely take in money for it. Absolutely. You know what, Queen Bee? I change out David's spot all the time. I redecorate it all the time. If somebody wants to throw money in the GoFundMe, perfectly fine. I'm going to be decorating that gravesite for the rest of my life. If somebody wants to put $20 in it, they very well can. Why do you care what I do? And is it any of your business? Why do you care about this? Why do you care if the GoFundMe is still open? I have some people who signed up as monthly donators and they want to give to me. Like people in my real life, Queen Bee, people that I know. People that have said to me, like, Tiffany, I want to help you and carry you through this. You're going to need this help. Queen Bee, I don't wish anything like what I've been through on you, but I'm not going to lie. There's a part of me that really wishes you could experience it even for a fucking hour. Just so you know. I would love for you to feel everything I've ever felt because of comments that you make like this. You would never say those things. Just for an hour to know. You deserve to know. I think it's fair to say just for an hour. And then everything can go back to normal. If only the world worked that way. You wouldn't be saying that shit.
She's a fucking tragedy pimping piece of shit, garbage, trash bag.
I'm a tragedy pimping piece of shit because the GoFundMe is open still for my son because I want his story online. I want his photo there when Burkitt lymphoma is typed into Google. I want him there. I don't want to erase anything about him, nor will I. And how dare you suggest that I fucking do? That is important to me.
Human. And I know her son cannot be happy with the shit she's pulling right now.
You don't know shit and you don't know my son. And he would literally beg me to go live all the time. Mom, why don't you go live on YouTube? Why don't you do your drama lives? You're so funny when you do them. You don't know my son, Queen Bee. You know what? David was a master troll. He loved what he did online. Don't talk about my son. You don't even know him. He was literally my biggest fan. Swear. Stop saying that shit. Her son wouldn't like this. Shut the fuck up.
Now, still taking money in his name when he's been gone.
The name I gave him. I gave birth to him. Still taking money in his name. I'm sorry. Is there something wrong with that? Is there something wrong with that? I need to look at my chat because I'm ignoring my chat. This is wild shit. This is wild fucking shit. Queen Bee, dang, you're going to get the business. All the fuck of it. You owe no one an explanation. You didn't ask people on here for money. Listen, Ninny, I know I don't owe anyone an explanation, but in defense of David, I can't let this shit go. Nor will I. I can't do it. I can't. But thank you. I know I owe these people nothing. But David doesn't deserve this shit. Share just scam for lie detector test. The irony for lie detector test. I know. And nobody cares that she did that at all. So, Cher of all people, well, it doesn't even matter because Cher doesn't even take care of her kids. She didn't raise them. She knows nothing about being a mother. Literally nothing. What about the money you raised to go see Billy Joe, Cher? All of those things are perfectly fine. You can fundraise for a fucking wedding. You can fundraise for fucking teeth. You can fundraise for a fucking tire if you want to. But, a family member, anybody's family member, a mom, a dad, an uncle, a sister, a brother, a cousin, definitely know it's fucking, you got to shit on people for making sure that they give their loved one every fucking chance that they can to make it and to survive. That's what the GoFundMe was for. Like someone in here asked, he had really good insurance. What does she need a GoFundMe for? What? That's such a ridiculous fucking question. But Cher can have 4 different GoFundMes for things that are not even life-threatening. And it's a problem. I don't get it. I really don't get it. Where are all of QB's receipts? She won't put them out. I asked her to put out all the receipts for court, and she won't do it. Did that long time ago. She'll never show those people where her money went, ever. She's buying house with that money, you guys. This bitch is buying cars with that money. She is not ever going to show proof. Let me see here. Stacy Chachets, thank you. Tiffany, you don't need to prove nothing. Sick of people on this platform. Damn straight, Stacy. Thank you so much. And it's good to see you. You know what? I was thinking about you because I didn't see you for 2 months or so. And I was going to reach out to you over on your channel. I was like, where is Stacy? I haven't seen her. I hope she's okay. I hope you're doing good. Let's see. Captain Avi says they have zero idea what happens when you're fighting for your or someone you love's life. Captain Avi, I hate to say it, but it's probably inevitable that most all of these people are going to find out in some way or another. They'll find out. I mean, it just is what it is. But yeah, it's pretty scary when it walks into your house. They're going to know. Promise they're going to know.
Now that's a fucking tragedy. Yeah, Beach got somebody else to defend her. Yep, you got it, baby. You got it. Her GoFundMe wasn't for medical bills. Well, what was it for? Because you like to come in and defend her. So what was it for? What was it for?
The GoFundMe, Queen Bee, here, let me explain. I don't know. Does she not read the GoFundMe? The GoFundMe was for anything under the sun that my son want, even if it was a fucking smoothie, Queen Bee. The GoFundMe was for everything, everything. It was for parking in hospital parking lots. Queen Bee, I hope you never have to pay $7 a day to pull into a parking lot with a child with cancer. $7 just to pull in a fucking hospital parking lot, and if you're there for 12 hours, it's like $27. Boston's $45 fucking dollars a day to park. Queen Bee, shut the fuck up. Shut your entire face. The GoFundMe was to travel for care for my son. Obviously, it's written right on it. When chemo didn't work, after he had done chemo in Providence for 12 entire weeks, I traveled back and forth to Providence every single day for my son when he was hospitalized, okay? Chemo didn't work. He went to Boston. We lived out of a hotel in Boston for 6 weeks, same in Baltimore. I knew I was going to have to travel with my son for care the second I found out that his disease was refractory and he didn't go into remission like he was supposed to. I didn't make a GoFundMe because I thought my son was going to be cured in 12 weeks, like the 80 to 90%. The second I fucking found out, I started thinking about it. I almost do it. And everyone around me was like, Tiffany, make a GoFundMe. You've got to. You have got to do this. I quit my fucking job. And I was going to go anywhere for my son that I possibly could, Queeby. You're a fucking idiot. You know all of the answers to this too. But I'm going to drill it in because you're making it a fucking subject on your channel. And I have every right to respond. So no matter what it was, I don't care if it was fucking toilet paper. I put that GoFundMe up to make sure my son had everything he needed. Anybody ever heard of magic mouthwash? I know everybody that has ever had chemotherapy knows what that is. I'm going to tell you a little story. So chemo will wipe your blood cells right out, right? So people will get really, really bad sores in their mouth. Some people need feeding tubes because they can't eat. They can't even put anything in their mouth because the whole inside of their mouth gets raw, right? When my son was doing the IVAC regimen of the Codex IVAC that he did, that was the chemo he did in the beginning. The second round of that, his mouth started opening up, like he was getting sores in his mouth. It was really painful. So the doctor puts in a prescription for it. It was $300 for a mouthwash that's made by a pharmacy. Anyways, it didn't even work. I picked it up at the pharmacy, but he said that baking soda and salt with water helped more than the magic mouthwash did. Then I bought him something else called Helios, which is actually made for this. It was designed by Dr. Anderson, actually. That shit's super expensive. One of my friends actually gave me the money for it when I told her I was going to get it for him. A beautiful friend of mine. But like, I could go down the list for hours. I'm not going to do that. There's so much that will go through your mind when you find out that, you know, there really is such dismal outcomes at a point like that. When you find out chemo is, your cancer is completely resistant to chemo. It's just like bouncing off the cancer, not working. And you know that you're going to have to travel. And I thought I was going to have to travel out of the country at one point. So David's doctor was looking into doctors in Spain and Israel and told us to be ready at a moment's notice. And I was. That's what it was for, bitch. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use the GoFundMe money on healing my son. Never expected that I would have to use it to lay him to rest. Never in a million years. You know, upset I was that I had to spend that money on putting David in a cemetery instead of healing him. You're a low bottom feeding fucking piece of shit, man. You really are. I hope you get everything you fucking deserve. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart.
What was it for? Her nails, her hair.
This bitch thinks that I was using the GoFundMe for hair and nails. That's funny. That's a funny story.
Because the insurance paid for her son's medications and all of his hospital stays.
First of all, actually, my son's medications were not covered completely. I don't know what you're talking about. Why is she speaking like she knows me? Why does she speak like she was at a pharmacy with me picking up prescriptions? They were just free. The prescriptions and medications were just free. $0. What? What? This is mind-blowing. Her son's medications were free. The fuck are you talking about? Queen Bee, nothing is free in this world. Nothing.
Stuff.
And you know what, Queen Bee? I still have bills coming in from Boston for my son, you stupid cunt. Yeah, still get bills. I still get bills. Still being billed.
Also, who the fuck puts a walk to their child's grave on YouTube? That made me sick to my stomach. Spicy Box Cat says. Well, I don't know. I didn't even see it.
Oh, it made her sick. It made a Spicy Box Cat made Spicy Box Cat sick to her stomach that I walked to my child's grave on YouTube. That I walked up the hill in the snow. I couldn't get up there, so I took a walk and figured, why do it alone? I just go live on YouTube. And you know what? It really made me happy to go live on YouTube and to share where David was laid to rest, Spicy Box Cat. It made me happy. And you know what? I live for me and I do what makes me happy. I do what brings me peace, just like anybody else should. If I feel I want to do something that makes me happy, then I will, no matter what it is. And I don't care if to the outside world, it might look funky, or you might not agree with it, or you don't know anything about it, so you judge it. I do what gives me peace, comfort, and happiness. I fill my heart in any way I possibly can, because that's what humans need to do to survive. Especially something like this. Some people don't make it through something like this. Many people don't. You should see all the moms that I see typing in groups about how they don't want to be here. Some of them post it daily. They don't know if they can make it. Every day. They write these things every day, over and over and over again, because they're hurting so bad. So anything that brings someone happiness and peace is so necessary to do it. It's so necessary to feed your soul. I was happy to go live that day in the cemetery, in the snow. There was like 6 inches of snow on the ground. It was a cemetery of a blanket of snow. You couldn't really even see the headstones, for fuck's sakes. It was a beautiful live stream, actually, but it made you sick to your stomach. Well, Spicy Box Cat, I'll tell you what would really make you sick to your stomach: if your child caught cancer and died. And every day leading up to that, you'd be sick to your fucking stomach, Spicy Box Cat. Aw, made her sick to her stomach. Get the fucking razor blade out of your throat, bitch.
Jen says also TM Shitress has been attempting to shut this channel down forever. Before him, 2 of his ex-friends created a whole channel about her. It's been done. But go on ahead. Go ahead and give us a giggle. I know, right? Benny already clocked her on the headstone. Uh-oh. Did he? Benny been clocking shit.
Benny clocked me on a headstone. No. Benny didn't clock me on shit. What Benny did was awful. I'll never forgive him. Never. And I don't need to. It was awful. Everybody saw what Benny did. Everybody. And shame on him. Benny actually told people that he advised me on what coffin to get and that I didn't listen. Imagine. He said, I advised her on what coffin to get so she could keep it cheap, but she didn't listen. Crazy, right? Benny thought he could tell me what kind of coffin to buy for my son. Wild, wild. David got the most beautiful casket in that room. The Blessed Mother's holding Jesus in all 4 corners. That's the Pieta. Just like I held my son in my arms. It was steel and 2-toned and gorgeous. Fit for a king, my king. Benny has no right to tell anybody what coffin to choose for any of their loved ones. Absolutely despicable. Despicable. So he clocked me on nothing. Nothing. And he had a problem with the fact that the headstone was $12,000. I spent more than that on what I got for David. Actually, a lot more than that. Okay? Far more than $12,000 for David's stone. That stone is forever. Benny said that a headstone is not indicative of your love for someone, that there are 90-year-old veterans that only get small little plaques in the ground. That's very true, Benny. The United States government will pay for every single veteran, right, to have a beautiful little plaque in the ground. Everyone gets one with a flag and a little thing that holds the flag in with the little, what you call it on it with the star. They're all over. Flags everywhere in the cemetery. But you know what, Benny? A lot of those people also have monuments. So is there something wrong with those families that weren't just happy enough with the one that's down on the ground in the grass? I didn't want David's to be in the grass and flat where you couldn't see it. The grass grows so high you would never be able to see it. I didn't want that. I wanted a beautiful, standing up, beautiful headstone for my son. You would think that he had something to do with like paternity or something, like telling me what casket to get, that the headstone is not appropriate and it's too much. He had all kinds of things to say. He also told people that I didn't need the money for any of this, that I was all set. It's just disgusting. He clocked me on nothing. You know what? I clocked him on the whole situation and who he is as a person. I know who Benny Keys is as a person and always will. And that's a gift. Unfortunately, it happened in the worst possible time of my life, but I'm thankful to know who he really is. That's a blessing. When people are removed from your table, accept it immediately. People are not supposed to stay in your life when they are evil. Just a YouTubian.
He being clocking shit, and she's scared to death of Nicolina. That's why I said they sent her out.
I'm scared to death of Nicolina. Since when? Oh, Queen Bee, do you know that Benny actually needed me to handle Nicolina for like a whole entire year and a half and didn't know what to do all that time? It's actually why I spoke to her. These people spew so many lies. Benny knew that I was the only one that could fucking handle Nicolina, right? And I did. No problem. No problem, Benny, no problem. You know, all of his crises were fucking help me, right? So it's pretty ironic. She's scared of Nicolina. No one's fucking scared of Nicolina. What am I supposed to be scared of? Is there something to be scared of? Please elaborate, B.
Grass in the trenches. They said shit. That was for a tombstone. Well, where is it? Where is it?
Where is it? It's being made, Queen Bee. It's been being made for over 2 months. Handcrafted. It's being made and should be in the ground within, I would say, fairly by the middle of July. It's coming. It's like literally on the way. It's taken a really long time to make it. It's being hand cut all the way up north, as far as you can go. And then it's coming down here and it's being engraved by my guy here. He's doing the engraving on it. And that's to save money on the stone. Because if I had the people that are doing the whole entire design engrave it, it would be more. So, you know, that's obviously the logical thing to do. So where is the headstone? It's being made. The foundation's been poured. It was poured in the middle of May. And I would say mid-July to August, it should be in. I wouldn't be surprised if my guy has it already. He's like really superstitious about things, doesn't like to give people updates, doesn't want anybody there when it goes in. He said if anything goes wrong, it'll be when someone's watching. He said, I know you go to the cemetery twice a day. I usually tell people it's going to be in by Friday and it's actually in on a Monday. He's got his own way. He's really old school. I love him. I think he's absolutely incredible. David would have thought he was so cool. And I have a feeling he possibly might surprise me and it might go in sooner. But and the company doing it wants to put it in their catalog. They said that they haven't seen a stone like this in almost 100 years and that they only come around once in a blue moon. And they want to put it in a catalog. And I think that's incredible and amazing. Yeah, Queen Bee. Would you do all of this for your kids? I already know the answer to that. You wouldn't do a fucking fraction of what I did for my son for yours. Your shit fucking mother. You don't love like I do, and I know that for facts.
Voices behind the wall, right? Because she's always bragged about her great job and how much money she made. So why? I mean, you would know best. You covered Summer Wells with her.
I didn't cover Summer Wells with Cher. And Cher, what do you do for work? I didn't go back to work. So I didn't go back to work. My son rode with me to work every single day. Don't you worry about me. Don't you worry about my job. I'll do what I want, when I want. and when I can. Okay? Okay.
You know what I mean? So you would know before I would, baby. Miss Petty AF, been for 23 months, one more month. Bitch, you're gonna have your golden bee in one more month. Yes, I got your milestone. Hell yes, I got it, bitch. What are you talking about? Matrix says Cletus will eat her alive if she starts spreading the lies. I think she gonna say Matrix. Listen. TM said it was 11K. The GoFundMe is over that. Oh, it's well over that.
Oh my God. Listen, the stone was the very last thing that I can't even believe I'm doing this again. Right. So we'll do this. I don't care if it takes all fucking night. Okay. The first design that I picked out for David for the stone, I didn't even go with that design. I thought I wanted it, but then it was actually black granite. So black granite is pretty expensive. It's more expensive than if you were to get granite. I learned a whole lot about this. I never knew all of this shit, but it was a pretty big teaching experience. Anyways, I wanted black granite at first because I really liked the way it looked. And I was gonna put Mary on the stone. I don't even remember everything about the first design now because I've gone through so many and I've designed so many stones in my mind. I think there's only like 6 or so that I've gone back and forth with over the months when I was picking it out. But anyways, I wanted black granite. Now it's a 2-plot. It's 2 plots in the cemetery, 1 plot for David, 1 plot for me. So if you were to only get 1 plot, the stone would have to be half a stone and not a full stone. So I'm glad that the priest told me that while I was standing there up on the hill when I went. This was before David was even buried. He had passed away. I had to go meet the priest. The priest goes to the cemetery, shows you where all the plots are and blah, blah, blah. So he said, if you only get 1 plot, the stone can only be the size of that plot. So he pointed to one of like the half stones in the cemetery, and there's nothing wrong with those. There's beautiful. Every stone that has been crafted by any loved one is beautiful. It's the last thing you can do for somebody. It's, it comes from so much love. So he had told me that if you only get 1 plot, the stone can only be half a stone. If you get 2, then it can be 48 inches, which is, I think, 4 feet. So I went with the 2 plot. So I go with David. The stone that I originally picked out, just the base alone and the tablet that stands up was, I think it was 11,600. Yes. So, but that came after. That was the last thing that I did for him. And I had some of the money, but I didn't have all of it. I did pretty damn good managing all of that. And I don't get what these people's fucking point is. When I made the GoFundMe, that was to save David. It wasn't to bury him. So like, here's an uneducated piece of shit acting like the GoFundMe was just for a headstone. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. I wish that I could have gotten a $46,000 headstone. I would have if I could have. Huh? If I was a millionaire, my son would have a whole mausoleum with stained glass. These things cost like hundreds and thousands of dollars, It's super expensive to do things like that. So the GoFundMe was to save David. The GoFundMe was to make sure that if we needed to go to Sheba in Israel, we could. If we needed to go to MD Anderson in Texas, we could. If we needed to go to Spain for the latest B-cell lymphoma treatments, we could. Luckily, we didn't have to leave the country, and everything David needed and could help him was here. So the GoFundMe was for us to maintain through Providence, Boston, and Baltimore for 357 days. How many days off of 357 is 4 months? Because I don't even know off the top of my head. Just a YouTubian. The GoFundMe, to be quite honest with you, these people have not even literally one fucking brain cell. They think that the GoFundMe is like all the money that was used, right? I blew through my whole savings in 4 months. In the first 4 months of my son's cancer, and my family was helping with things. And I was like, I cannot do this. Like, I cannot ask them for help. I cannot do this to my family. You know that saying, it takes a village? Just a YouTuber, and I hope you don't have a fucking village ever. I hope your village dis-a-fucking-peers, you stupid fucking cunt. Queen Bee, you too. My son is loved and taken care of, and always was, because I'm a good mother.
It's well over that. Hold on, hey, Queen was catching up. As far as the pic of Ivy that got to you.
So Queen Bee thinks that the GoFundMe was set up on April 28th, 2025 for a headstone. Okay, everybody get that. I'm going to say it one more time. I made the GoFundMe April 28th, 2025. And Queen Bee is going to sit there and tell everybody that it was just for a headstone. Mm-hmm.
So it was Shayna that took it while on that call. Then she passed it around. But I know Yvette sent it to you. Yeah, I was going to say, because it didn't come from Shayna. And so I was like, I got my own picture. It didn't come from a call because it says Reality Wins. It came from the panel. Reality's camera flipped on while she was on BJ's panel. It didn't come from a private call. That picture didn't. That picture of Reality came from a panel. It says Reality Wins, her name right underneath of it. That wasn't a private call.
Mm-hmm.
That was a panel. But as far as the brace goes, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Well, Tia and Melissa are already fighting, so Tia and Melissa aren't doing anything to make their deceased children proud. They are freaking embarrassment to their memory. Tropical Train Wreck says, well, I mean, like I said, they're already fighting over poop pipes, so I'm sure, like I said, Melissa ain't gonna find out anything.
I don't know what the fuck that person said. What have I done to embarrass my son? Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing.
Hold on, so it's already done. Miss Sarah been for 20 months, almost 2 years. Proud bumble baby. I stopped watching TM when she sent vulgar pictures to Dawn on the Summer Wells case. To Dawn Wells?
Wow, that's crazy. I stopped watching TM when she sent vulgar pictures to Don Wells on the Summer Wells case. That was Cher. Now, okay, this is a good one. Shit, this is what I'm talking about. Low IQ people in Queen Bee's chat. Oh shit. So yeah, that was Cher. Cher sent pictures of herself in lingerie to fucking Don Wells. This fucking asshole thinks it was me. I cannot. I must have monster fucking tattoos on the backs of my thighs too. That's good. That's really rich. Queen Bee's gonna sit here and go along with us and act like it's fucking true. Jesus. Well, at least I know this rumor will be going around now. That would have caught me way off guard. Who did this come from? Reese Cup? They don't even know how to spell fucking Reese Cup. The fuck? A Reese Cup. Wow, they probably weren't even here for Summer's case. I don't know where they would get this. Now I send fucking dirty pictures to Don Wells. Way back. Well, I'm sure Don probably would have appreciated my body over shares, but I'll just like say less. The fuck? I cannot take these people seriously. I cannot. Is anyone going to correct this in the chat? I want to see. I want to see. Is anyone going to say that was Cher? Is Cher in the chat over there? She'll totally let that ride too. She won't be like, no, that wasn't TM. It was me. She was so proud of it, but I bet she won't say shit.
What? Yeah, she blocked her in her chat last night and was talking shit about her in her Discord. It's already started.
Okay, so 100 blissful ignorance corrected her. Reese Cup, that wasn't TM. That was Voices Behind the Wall. Oh my God. You really got quite the bunch over here.
You think Holistic gonna deal with that? No. Listen, she just fought Shimmy to get to Lemons. You think, you know what I'm saying? She just fought Shimmy to get that. You think she gonna back down from Tiffers? Nope. She better look
Thank you, Mrs. Fletcher. That is a lie. That was Cher. Jesus.
out. They both like to send unsolicited pictures.
I thought that was Voices by the Wall. Oh, geez. I'm glad there's people in the chat that corrected that because that's fucking wild.
What's that beat, Thug? Oh, she's unhinged as fuck. The best day, like I said, the best.
Unhinged. You know, I gotta say, like, I was nervous that I might literally be unhinged, and I thought I would probably need to be in a hospital. If I'm being completely honest, I didn't think I would make it a day without my boy. I said it all the time. I was like, I don't even need a casket, just throw me in. I'm done if I lose him. And I felt that way. I really, really did the whole time that he was sick. I can't be unhinged. BFAM 2011. Do you know, these people say like, oh, she's so disrespectful to her son, blah, blah, blah. No, it would be disrespectful not to take care of my mental health. It would be disrespectful to take my own life. So everyone can say, yeah, David passed away. He fought so hard to stay here. And his mom, took herself out. That isn't going to be my son's story. I won't allow it. But you guys can say what you want. I think I do pretty damn good. I think I am doing pretty good. Considering what I've been through, I give myself a lot of credit. Every day I do. Every day. I often feel guilty that I'm here, but unhinged, I'm definitely not unhinged. I'm actually really well functioning for the circumstances. I actually have blown my own mind and like, how am I doing this? How have I done all this? You just do it. You do it for the ones you love.
The fuck away from her and laugh at her. That's pretty much all you can really do with that. I mean, I don't know how you use your child as an excuse to lie on other people and kids.
I never said a word about him, Queen Bee. I never used my child for anything. I'll be right back. Hold on. You're the one that brought up my son. I didn't bring him up. I'm here right now because of you. I didn't bring anything about David up. You did. You did. Now she's going to sit here and twist it. I wrote a comment in Brittany J's chat, and immediately anything I say turns into attacking me over my son, using my son as a weapon against me. Not going to fucking happen. I'm going to come here every time and defend myself, and I will defend my son for the rest of my fucking life. Because I am his mom.
I don't get it. That's a shitbag thing to do. Melissa's son died, and so did Tiffers.
Look at these people. Melissa did not lose a son. She lost her daughter. And what they do to her is awful as well. People are saying that Melissa's daughter called her, and because Melissa didn't go pick her up, she ended up deceased. Can you even imagine people saying these things about you? Like, in the passing of your own child, like, yeah, Melissa didn't answer the phone, so her daughter ended up passed away. Like, what? They're saying these things, like, just telling stories about people. They don't even know people. They don't know their stories. Like, to say that a mom didn't answer the phone for her daughter and that daughter ended up deceased afterwards, never ever coming home again, that's harsh as fuck. I'm telling you, there are going to be people in this chat, in Benny's chat, in Nicolina's chat. I named the people that have done this shit to me. There's going to be people that have said the worst that are going to end up knowing this life. That's facts. There are going to be people that know. It's going to happen. And when it does, they will not get a fucking ounce of sympathy from me. I know every single person and every single name ever disrespected me in the loss of my son and used him. I'm not an evil person at all, but I'll tell you what. It won't be me trying to fucking, oh, you know what? Because normally I'll turn around and forgive people. I'll be there for them. Like, if you've gone through something, if you know that pain, usually you want to help people, like, listen, reach out to me anytime. I've been there. I've gone through this. I'll help if I can. I'm not ever extending a fucking hand to any of those people if they lose a child. In fact, I might actually do exactly what they did to me in a comment section. Why not? An eye for an eye. Don't be surprised. Don't expect that shit from me.
The carrot cooter. Allegedly, there was a photo sent by Tiffers, and there was a carrot sticking out of a hole, allegedly, somewhere. So we got...
What did she say? Hold on a second. I have to rewind this.
Lemon count. Melissa's son died, and so did Tiffers. The carrot cooter. Allegedly, there was a photo sent by Tiffers, and there was a carrot sticking out of a hole, allegedly.
So I had asked Jenny Jen about this morning because Hondo had apologized to me in the chat. He was like, it was me that said that shit about the carrot. I want to apologize to you, blah, 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 blah. This was a long time ago. And it was like right after David passed away. So maybe I got it wrong. But Jenny was like, no, that was Randy and Wendy. And I was like, well, Hondo apologized for it. She's like, yeah, he apologized for running with the story, but it was a joke, blah, blah, blah. I don't know where the story came from, but I mean, if I was going to get off to something or a vegetable, it wouldn't be a carrot. What is a fucking carrot going to do? I'm seriously asking. Carrots are skinny and pointy and long and flimsy and shit. It doesn't even make sense. It's the stupidest fucking thing to make up. Could have used like a cucumber, could have used a fucking zucchini, could have used, there's so many other vegetables to pick from. Of all the things, the skinniest fucking vegetable on the planet. Well, what the fuck are you going to do with that? What is anyone going to do with that? A carrot? Come the fuck on.
Somewhere. So we got lemon pound cakes versus the carrot.
I don't even care where the lie came from. It doesn't matter. It's stupid anyway. But like they get so excited over this carrot shit. It's like so weird. The sexual fantasies that they have about other YouTubers. And I guarantee you that there's people on this platform that have literally used a carrot because of all of the talking about that they do. I guarantee you they have. Most of the people writing this shit about carrots probably are using them themselves. It's such a strange thing. They're like sexually stunted.
Carrot cooter. Look out. Look the fuck out. The sheriff sent the pics. To who? Not to me. Shit, I don't want none. Don't fucking do me like that. Do not do me like that. Melissa's daughter passed and she and son passed. Yes.
Nana.
That's how they can relate. I mean, like that's their trauma bond.
They get wet when they talk about those carrots. Don't think they don't. They enjoy it way too much. Like you don't see like anyone saying, ew. It's all like excitement. It's all excitement.
They're gonna bond over that trauma happening to them, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, they're already fighting. Like I said, Melissa's she ain't even.
So I'll tell you this. They're gonna bond over. So she's saying me and Melissa are gonna bond over what happened to us. I actually was talking to my grief counselor the other day. Yeah, because Queen Bee says I need therapy. Like I'm not getting it. I addressed this last night on my live, but I really don't prefer to bond over my loss with anybody because I think that it's kind of not my thing. Like I do like doing therapy alone. And I said last night I'm going to do equine therapy. That was something I was like totally like, I would totally do therapy with horses. I love that. I love that idea. And I love the horse farms in my area. I'll stop and stand by the fence. I love horses. I've never ridden a horse, don't want to ride a horse. But to do equine therapy, I would really, really love to do that. But like to sit in a group or to commiserate with people is not my thing. My son's story is so different from so many others. And I just feel like it's just so unique that unless maybe, you know, it was like a group of people that have lost their child to blood cancer. I have such a good support group around me in my life. And like speaking to my counselor and stuff, like I'm not looking to trauma bond with anybody, actually. I prefer to talk to my friends, my family. I like doing that. I'm not looking to trauma bond with anyone that's lost a child. I will talk to them, but I'm not going to be like, oh, Melissa lost her daughter, so like, let me be her best friend. Like, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. I spoke to Melissa for hours one night on Brittany J's channel. This was probably going back a couple months ago. She told me her daughter's story, and I spoke about David. And Brittany J like completely gave up her whole platform for a whole night listening to us talk. And me and Melissa didn't exchange phone numbers, nothing. Like we're super cordial with each other in chats. I have an immense amount of respect for her and what she's been through. If she was like, Tiffany, can you talk? I'm really struggling. I would absolutely talk to her. But to say that like we want a trauma bond, you're just stretching everything. You're so hateful. You're so hateful and abusive.
Even gonna know that David got Tiffer's pictures until he spurgs out drunk. And then we're gonna have lemon pound cake versus carrot cooter.
Oh, she's mad I was in Sinner's chat. Okay, got it. That sucks, Queen Bee. That sucks. I've been watching Sinner for years. So I went in his chat the other day. She's mad about it.
Carrot Cooter's gonna come out. I got the foyers on Queen Bee. And when she reads them out, as I hope she does.
Oh, I'm going to. And I'm going to go through every single case, Queen Bee. They're on my community posts. All of those. All of them. I'm going to make it so organized your fucking head is going to spin. I'm covering you like a true crime case, bitch. You get what you fucking asked for.
She's going to look like a fucking clown. No, your teenage daughter's never had a fight. Teenage girls never fight. You're a liar.
Yeah, blaming your daughter because you're an abuser. Your other daughter, you're putting it on her. You know, Queen Bee, you could clear all this up, but you just won't. It's only your word. Only your word.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck? Mm. Well, consider you only had fucking one. You wouldn't know how siblings fucking fight, I guess, right?
Ooh, yeah, right. You know, it's funny. My ex had 4 kids, and all of them lived in my house with my son for 4 years. So he kind of did have siblings. And at the end of his life, each and every single one of them showed up for my son. So in a way, he did have like a sibling ship. Queen Bee knows nothing about my life. Nothing. One in particular considers David a brother and always has. But you know what, Queen Bee? In my house, if there was anything going on, everything was okay. Nobody was choking anybody. No one was putting their hands around anybody's throat, trying to kill them, right? Yeah, it's totally normal for siblings to choke one another. So let's take I'm gonna ask the chat here. Let me come over to my chat. Everybody who has siblings for children, how many of you have had, no judgment. Let's have an honest conversation here. Because I think that it's fair, right? If somebody's like, yeah, well, my daughter choked my other daughter one time and blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's see how common it is, Queen Bee. Has anybody's children choked each other? Like, we're not talking about like, Bobby hit me with the baseball bat outside, Mom, or, you know, like people that have more than one child. Is it a commonality for them to be choking each other? I just, because I only have one child, so I wouldn't know. So that Graveyards girl she says, we fought like hell, never choked each other out. You know what? That Graveyards girl has been targeted by Queen Bee too over her loss. This is a trend for Queen Bee. She gets off on it. She is a vulture. Kids fight. There are lines that can't get crossed, and it's not normal. Diane Marie says never. Mago Mopser says she needs to sit on her hands. Let me see what she wrote up here. Jay says, I'm covering you like a true crime case, bitch. New sign bite. Good at do it. You gonna put me on your soundboard? I'm honored. How many paper bags did that take? Jesus Christ. All the paper, 50, the 50 pack, the 50 pack You don't need to sit on your hands over here. Never, ever had a physical fight or choking. Be Real says no. Turn the page. No. Oy, no choking. 4 kids, says Grandma Sherry. Hello Starlight says never. Nana, never happened. Definitely not. There is drama with 4 girls, though. Hell no, says My Heart's in Mississippi. Put up a poll. It's a great one. Scrubbed. I don't even know how to make a poll. I swear to God, I've never, ever, ever known. Where do you even do that? I know it's in YouTube Studio. It's too much for me. I got too much going on to do it. I can't even like keep up with my chat lately. Never mind make a poll. I don't know where the polls are. BS says, my kids never choked their siblings. Let's see. My kids never did that to each other. So you mean to tell me that it's not just because I have one child and no siblings that I just don't understand that it's normal to strangle a sibling? I've never choked my brother. And we had like almost 10 years between the two of us. We didn't always get along growing up. Never in a million years did either of us try to choke one another. Jesus. So Queen Bee just like glazes over the fact that I have a sibling and I've never choked him and he's never choked me. But because I have one child and not 2, that I just don't know that it's a normal situation to have kids choking each other in the house. Queen Bee, are you going to fix all this when it's proven you did this? because I hate to break it to you, I've got more than I'm even talking about. And I think that you really need to just clear this up for yourself. I don't know how you're going to handle the damage control when it's all out. I'm wondering how that's going to go for you. Will you make yourself a victim? Because I don't know what other option you might have.
No, not the carrot cake. Not carrot cooter. Lemon pound cakes and the carrot cooters. That's it. Yeah, what did I say? Her son?
Jay says, choking is concerning. Yeah, it really is. Where did they learn that from? Right, Queen Bee? If that's what happened, that's not what happened, but where would they learn choking from? Why would they be choking one another? You allow that in your household? You mean to tell me that if a fight broke out in your house and your daughters are choking one another or one's choking the other, this is just new and it happened when they're almost legal age? Like they're teenagers, grown, like they're old enough to know better, right? We're not talking about a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old. Queen Bee, you never taught your daughters to love one another? You do yourself no favors. You just look worse and worse every fucking time you fucking back your shit up.
It's her daughter. I don't even think she has a son. That's why I said they're going to trauma bond. Melissa's daughter.
You're going to trauma bond. Queen Bee doesn't even know that I spoke to Melissa months ago. She thinks that it's new because she saw Melissa in my comment section. You should go back to my other comment section. She's over there too. Trauma bonding is not because you left a comment for someone or wrote in a chat. I don't commiserate on the daily. In fact, I don't like answering the phone sometimes because I'd rather not talk, right? Like there's days that I can't handle talking. Sometimes just saying David's name will make me cry. Sometimes I'll walk by a picture in my house and I just fall apart. It comes out of nowhere. So trauma bonding really isn't my thing. But when I think of trauma bond, it's not usually two people that have lost a loved one. It's usually somebody that has hurt someone, like you hurting your daughter and then turning around and saying, I love you so much. I'll never do that again. That was so wrong of mom, blah, 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 blah. And then you keep doing it over and over and over, and it becomes a trauma bond. So Queen Bee, what do you think therapy is like for people that have lost loved ones that sit around in groups weekly? Are you talking shit about them too? How many people in this chat have lost a loved one and gone to group therapy about it? Or any kind of therapy in a group? You're like shitting on people that are looking for comfort in a loss or a tragedy. That's really the caliber of people she's got in there. They don't even stand up for themselves or their loved ones, because these people have family members that have definitely gone and found comfort in someone else who's been through something like they have. There's no fucking doubt in my mind. And they're just completely blocking out the fact she's talking about you too. You are some stupid motherfuckers.
Daughter, Tiffany's son, both passed. So they're going to use
Ooh, you said that with hate in your voice, Queen Bee. Listen to this. Why do you sound like that?
That to trauma. What did I say? Her son? It's her daughter. I don't even think she has a son. That's why I said they're going to trauma bond. Melissa's daughter, Tiffany's son, both passed.
Weird.
So they're going to use that to trauma bond. On top of that, they both have hate for me, so that's going to make it even better for them. And Tiffer is linking up to come clear up the community. Is fucking hilarious. Oh, did I say son? Okay, yeah. I don't even think she has a son, to be honest. I think she just had her daughter and then Tiff's had her son.
Queen Bee doesn't want me online. Queen Bee doesn't want me doing live streams. She's very bothered. She is absolutely worried. She's pissed off that I am live streaming about this too. She thought today that I was so triggered, right? Last night, it was today, it was like 2 a.m. She was playing the old Dunkin' Donut shit and she's like, I know she's so triggered right now. Like, what? I laughed my fucking ass off when I saw it because I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is what she's got. This is her rebuttal to all this. Instead of clearing up, she didn't do this shit. Tells you everything you need to know.
Say it ain't so. I have 3 daughters. No boy did they fight. But listen, when you were breaking them up, did you ever get accused of abusing them and choking them out?
Oh shit, she was gonna listen. That right there, when you were breaking them up, yeah. Queen Bee, you are such a see-through bitch. You are a see-through bitch. Transparent as fuck.
I mean, because I know one of your daughters has left a bruise on the other one. Fuck, a week ago, they just had another fight. A fucking week ago.
Everybody stick that in your back pocket. A week ago, they had another fight. Okay. What's the date today? 6/26/26. Okay.
Well, Tiffers isn't going to pay for the FOIAs because she's just going to get the same shit that Shitty Pants has been spreading.
Oh, I'm getting the FOIA. I'm getting the FOIA, Queen Bee. Other people want the FOIA. Do you know what was in my chat last night? FOIA fund. FOIA fund. Do you know how many people want to see the documents? And I think I'm going to get more than just that one. I'm actually going to, when I do all of the live streaming on all your cases, because I'm covering each and every single one, I'm going to let my chat pick which cases they want me to FOIA. I'll FOIA whatever everybody wants. Everybody can take their pick. You want me to FOIA them all? I don't know about that. Maybe we might really actually need to do a FOIA fund, but Queen Bee, don't think it can't be done. But I don't mind FOIAing a couple court cases. Why not? I'm capable of doing that. It's well worth it.
That's all. He's just going to pass it over to her. We already know what time it is. It's the same dumb shit that he's been screaming for the last 2 years. Fuck. Don't call her Carrot Cooter. Call her Carrot Cake. Oh, no. Well, either one. TM has no cleanup skills. She's another one who has constant need of attention. Well, yeah, Bex, that's what she's doing right now. It gets better. Now they are grown and are super close. Well, I sure as fuck hope it gets better because, oh, my God. Who put a carrot in their ass? No, not Melissa.
Wow, it sounds like she's like, oh, my God. Sounds like you got a real situation going on over there. But, I mean, I guess it's not your situation anymore because they don't live with you anymore, huh, Queen Bee? You tell people that? You tell people your kids don't even live with you anymore? Huh. Weird.
Nope. Nope. We call Melissa lemon pound cakes. She's an attention seeker, maxing. That's why I said those two are going to fight it out. I'll promise you that.
Oh, now we're going to fight. I have never spoken to Melissa ever a day. We are not even like close in any way. How are we going to fight? I literally say hello and how are you? I don't know how Queen Bee would ever think that we're trauma bonding. What is going on here? Where is she getting these ideas? So personally, what I think is she's got her issues with Melissa, her people do. So what she's doing is she's making it like Melissa and I. So it would be like her. So if her chat had a problem with me, right? Then she would do vice versa. She would do the same thing when it came to Melissa. Queen Bee, you're not really all that calculated. You're dumb as a bag of fucking rocks. You're not smart. You're not educated. Your skills are lacking in pretty much every department, but most of all, in being a mother. That's so pitiful.
Because listen, we got Tiffers, the broke back bitch over here with fake checks for Summer Wells, and then we got Holissa over here screaming she donated $25K. That's when.
Listen, that check, first of all, wasn't fake, but on the internet, it is fake because there's no routing number, there's no transit number, therefore it's not a check. It cannot be a check. If you look at the check, there's actually, it's not a real check. Everything I do is purposeful. Everything I do is purposeful. Okay, Queen Bee, did anyone fail to realize, because like I covered this a really long time ago, that check is not actually a check online because I made sure it wasn't. When I put that check out, I made sure it wasn't really an actual check. Go look at it for yourself. You will see no numbers. No numbers. You know how there's printed numbers all over. There's a transit number. There's your account number, your routing number at the bottom of the... None of that exists. The little transit number in the corner, there isn't one. Therefore, it's not actually a check. Fuck a check. And I said yesterday, I'm glad I didn't send it. That reward fund benefited Summer in 0 ways. 0. They didn't even keep the reward fund up. They just dished it out to charity. That's it.
That's when Tiffer slithered out. She said 25K, and then her snake ass came slithering the fuck out like, ooh, let me get in on these streets.
No, actually spoke to Melissa about this because she told me about it on BJ's panel one night. She said she had given you $25,000, and I didn't believe her. I was like, what? I was like, nuh-uh. How? Why? What do you mean? She swore she did. I don't know. I wasn't there. I know nothing about it. Oh, so she's saying that because I heard $25,000 that I slithered right out. Queen Bee, I'm not the one that came to YouTube trying to fundraise for lawyer money. I could handle lawyer money, okay? Lawyer money, no problem. No problem. That's a fucking walk in the park. I want to know what the fuck you would do if you ever had to bury your baby. Because you couldn't even afford your own attorneys. What would you do? I really want to know. I want to know how you would pull that off.
To YouTube. Matter of fact, let me go link up with these two because they're friends and they're together, right? Because you know nobody listens to Shitty Pants, but you think they might listen to you because your son passed away and you haven't been here. And
oh yeah, that's why people listen to me, because my son passed away now. People listen to me because my son passed away. As I will remind you, nobody over here knew who the fuck you were, Queen Bee. Nobody in the Summer Wells case knew who you were. No one in the drama community knew who you were outside of a couple people that used to watch Kay. And yeah, you can thank Kay, who you talk shit on, for any existence whatsoever on YouTube. You had no problem using Kay's name anytime you fucking can in the way back. But yeah, it took me coming over to your channel long time ago, 5 years ago, for anyone to even know where to find you. So try again.
see, that's the problem, though. Everybody's been here. Everybody sees it. Everybody's read that report. The same reports you think you're going to FOIA, they've already been read. Matter of fact, a bitch that I cannot fucking literally stand, who literally cannot fucking stand me, came on here and read the shit off just to prove that it was a lie. But you go ahead. You go right ahead, baby. No, she's no longer with Benny. Oh, well, we know that. We know that. On every single one of them involved in the Wells case is a grifter and a liar. Well, I know Tiffany she was. Shit. I know Tiffany definitely was. with her fake ass fucking candlelight vigil bullshit. Talking about what shit. The first thing she's gonna say is, "I wasn't even monetized." No, you got Cash Apps and Super Chat, or you got Cash Apps and PayPals, and then when you were monetized, you got locked.
I don't have a PayPal. How did I get PayPals? I don't have a PayPal. I've never had a PayPal. These are the lies she tells. And yes, I used to run every single month prayer streams for summer, and I was monetized for some of those, and I would shut the monetization off for those prayer streams. Is there something wrong with running a prayer stream for people that want to come in and send a prayer for a missing child? I did that monthly way back then because I believe in the power of prayer. Okay? So, not that I could ever picture you fucking praying for anybody, but what's wrong with the fact that I ran prayer streams for Summer once a month on her missing date of the 15th? So every month on the 15th, I would run prayer streams for Summer. I would let my computer sit and let people just come in and leave prayers. What's wrong with that? When my son passed away, Ziggy ran one for my son. Do you know that when I came home that night and I laid in my bed and I couldn't sleep, I opened up YouTube and the first thing I saw was candles lit for my son. That meant something to me. I don't know why. So like, is she anti-Christian? Is she anti-religion? Does she not believe in God? I don't, I'm not sure what her religious affiliation is. No clue. Nor do I care. But she's like being hateful over praying. That's strange. But it does actually make sense. And it gives me more insight into why you're the way you are and who you are as a human being. That sounds really anti-God to me. And I am no way, shape, or form any kind of Bible thumper whatsoever. But with that being said, you sound hateful toward Christians. Well, we'll just remember that.
Lots of super chats. And then went back and deleted 1 million views after you got caught with your fake chick.
What? Hold on a second. She's saying I lost 1 million views. That live stream's still on my channel. I think I have to go back and look, but she's saying that the live stream that I did got 1 million views on it. I lost 1 million views now. I actually wiped off 1 million views doing something else. I don't know what it was, but it was not, what was, I have to think back now. Oh, it wasn't deleting anything. I think it was privating. Oh, I privated my channel. That's what it was. I privated my channel. I think it was in 2023. I just privated everything on my channel and I lost 1 million views, but it didn't have anything to do with that stream. And that stream didn't have 1 million views on it. The fuck are you talking about? And your chat is too dumb to be like, what do you mean? That live stream had 1 million views? No one's going to ask that. They just totally accept that one of my live streams had 1 million views. Okay.
Well, that's the thing. She's just twisting the reports, but that's something we can do too. So there's that. Well, that's the thing. You know, she was out here fighting in a drive-through. Went to go get food for her kid who was hungry, fought the drive-through lady, and then went to jail, left her kid starving in the car. That's it.
Oh my God. This is a good one. Hold on, I got to right. She just said a whole lot. Hold on.
Abuse. Food for her kid who was hungry. No, she was out here fighting in a drive-through. I
never fought in a drive-through. It's all on video. I have the video. It's an hour long. Literally the whole thing. I have a dash cam footage and I have a whole entire video. Because my partner in crime, yep, my son recorded everything and made sure he did because he always had my back. Do your kids have your back, Queen Bee? If something fucked up was happening to you and somebody called the police and lied, and you ended up in a jam, would your daughter pick up her phone and record it without even telling you to make sure she had your fucking back? I'll wait. I'll wait. Does your daughter love you that much that she would make sure she made sure no one could ever accuse you of doing anything you didn't do? He started recording the second I was at the fucking speaker with that lady. She got fired for calling in a false report. I never ordered a hot coffee. My son wasn't starving. He wasn't left in the car. I actually didn't get out of my car until my son had a ride. I could have been charged with resisting arrest because I would not get out of my vehicle until my kid had a ride out of there. I wasn't leaving my son with the cops. Fuck no. I don't give a shit. Never leave your kids with the cops. I wouldn't. You'd be like leaving your kid with the fucking cops while they're arresting you? I don't think so. They didn't charge me with resisting. But I was arrested under false pretenses, and it was a whole lie. The lady got fired. And the judge, when I was walking out of the room, he said, Miss Adams, I'm literally with my back to him leaving. I said, yes, sir. He said, I like mine shaken, not stirred. Yeah, Queen Bee. You should probably do like more research. You really should. You sound like a fucking idiot. And I think it's pretty fucking lame. All you have is Dunkin' Donuts. Dunkin' Donuts. Mm-mm-mm.
Went to go get food for her kid who was hungry.
He wasn't hungry. I wasn't getting food for my kid. I was actually getting donuts and orange juices and shit for the children I was just talking about a couple minutes ago because we were going to go to the beach. The kids wanted donuts, and I said, well, let me go get them donuts, and they wanted orange juices. Yeah, I left him starving, she said. I left my son starving. You are such a fucking crock.
Fought the drive-through lady and then went to jail, left her kid starving in the car. That's a
Yeah, you just sat there, got arrested, and left him starving in the car. Now I left my kid starving in the car. I took off, let him sit in the car the whole time. They let me out an hour and a half later on no bond and still didn't know what they arrested me for and told me I would find out when I got my paperwork. They didn't even know what they arrested me for. There was no video working in the fucking Dunkin' Donuts. The camera wasn't working in the office. The manager wasn't there. The lady lied, said I got a hot coffee, that I threw a hot coffee at her. Well, I never ordered a hot coffee. I got a iced caramel macchiato that I drank when I got out. And yeah, she lost her job. The judge 48'd my case, dismissed with prejudice, never to be brought up again. The newspaper that ran the article on the original story the lady told the cops had to be redacted. The newspaper came to my house, sat at my fucking dining room table. They apologized up and down because they put the paper print out and had to take it off the internet and were worried that I was going to sue them. I said, I just want it taken off. It's not even true. And I showed them my video. I showed them everything. Even the newspaper was like, I'm so sorry. It came down. They took it down right away. All this shit. Queeby, it's so dumb and it's so stupid. The story is stupid as fuck, actually, but it's funny. It is funny. I will give you that. Hey, it's still for sale. The video is still for sale. I have the whole thing. I've been saying this. You know what's crazy? Everyone was on this Dunkin' Donuts kick for like years. I finally was like, should I put the video out? Like, I'm going to sell it. So I put it up and I said, if anybody wants to buy it, I'll sell it. No one ever talked about it again. They all shut up. The second I said I had an hour-long video, no one brought it up again. I still have the video. If anybody wants it, they have to pay for it, but I still have the video. They don't want the video though, because then they can't lie. Moving on.
Abuse.
And then she spends, I don't even know how long on Duncan, which I'm not even gonna go over. It's so dumb. I have to, when I'm done doing this, I have to run an errand that I am late to, actually, but what time is it? That's fine. It doesn't matter what time it is, but I wanted to do something a little while ago, but I'm not covering this whole stream. I needed to cover the things I thought were most important. And I would like to come back and get into those court cases on my second channel. It's pinned at the top of the chat. Make sure you're subbed to my backup channel.
Tiffany, you child abusing fuck. In my opinion.
Child abusing. Oh, Queen Bee. You're so fucked up over this, aren't ya? What's going to happen in a little while? What's going to happen when you get all this paperwork? What's going to happen when the truth comes out? Because you're already so mad. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm not bugging out. I'm not bringing shit up from 10 years ago because I don't know what I'm going to do. Everything's fine here. I'm just chilling, going over your bullshit. But you sound real bent.
Starving your kid so you can fight the drive-thru lady because she won't shake your coffee, you entitled fuck.
Starving my kid.
Now that's some weird shit. But come clean the streets of YouTube up. Can't clean your fucking house. Can't clean your motherfucking ass. Can't stir your own coffee, but you're going to clean the YouTube streets up. Girl, bye.
Can't clean my house. Queen Bee, my house is a fucking palace compared to yours. I live like a queen here. My son lived like a king here. The inside of my house is absolutely beautiful. I love my house. It's my sanctuary. I look around often and I wonder why I have all of this, but I don't have my son. Everything I did in this house was for him. My house is a home and it's beautiful inside. And I cherish all the things that I have. I value what I have. And my house is so clean you could eat off the floor. You know nothing about the way I clean. But yeah, okay. So can't clean my house, can't clean my ass. I shower every single day. Every single day, ritualistically. The shower is where I do my best thinking. Now, you look, if anybody can see the thumbnail, you look dirty every time I've ever seen you. Whether you showered or not, you just naturally look dirty. Who's the one not washing their ass? For you to say that about me makes me think that it's really you that hasn't showered. I would probably be willing to bet Queen Bee has not showered since I wrote that comment in BJ's chat the other night, because she spun the fuck up.
Well, I mean, you're not yourself when you're hungry. Well, she told her son to record the interaction.
I didn't tell my son to record the interaction. You have all these lies, all these stories, like as if you were there. I didn't know he was even recording. I didn't need him to. I have a dash cam. Do you know what he said to me, Queen Bee? He said, I wanted to make sure that you had backup. He said, I wasn't going to just trust the dash cam, Mom. I had no idea he was recording next to me. No clue. I didn't ask him to record anything. My son was just really smart and very intelligent. And he did not trust the police. You know who he trusted? He trusted me.
Because she thinks it'll make her some money. She thinks people are going to go over there and throw money at her to talk shit.
That's not why I'm doing this. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this because it's necessary. I do nothing for money, Queen Bee. Never on this channel have I ever done anything for money. I'm not a money grub. I don't use the people in my chat for money. I don't beg for money. I don't have a fucking PayPal pool running in my chat. I don't run my Cash App on my banner. None of that. I am nothing like you. You're the only sludge I've ever fucking seen. I don't know, you got a lot of nerve calling anybody sludge knuckle. You are fucking sludge. You're the one that uses your people for their last fucking dollar. You've got old people over here sitting on Social Security and you're taking everything they fucking have and you don't feel bad about it. You know, I had a lady one time, trying to remember the story. I don't remember who it was. And I don't remember what it was about, but she tried to give me money and I knew her situation and I gave it back and I was like, I can't take this. Because I knew she was already struggling and she was trying to like gift me money. This was years ago. Queen Bee, you would never do that. You would never, ever do that. You would take food out of someone's mouth, literally, and never feel bad about it.
Sadly mistaken. Benny out here collecting pics and spitting facts. Oh shit, man. She don't want to get in his. She don't want to do that.
Oh, I don't want to do what? I don't want to do what? Do you think I'm afraid of Benny? Yeah, that's a good one. Now, oh, I don't want to do that. What's Benny gonna do to me? Please tell me. Tell us all. What is Benny gonna do?
Because Benny got the motherfucking mots on that bitch. You want to talk about some fucking mots? Benny's got the fucking mots on that hoe.
Oof. It might be the other way around, Queen Bee. But I'll say less. Everything you just said is the opposite, but carry on.
That's the last thing she want to do. Can you throw reality's cam slip? Oh my god, y'all are going in on that fucking cam slip. Listen, this is a cam slip off of a YouTube live. So I don't know if this is the picture you're talking about that was sent to me, but this one, this was off of a YouTube live. You can even see her fucking name in the bottom corner. See it right here where it says reality wins? That's not on a call. That's not a private call. That was a YouTube.
This woman is old. She's older. You can see she's like come on. What is this for, Queen Bee? You can't compare this woman to your cam slip. This is an older woman. She's not 90. I don't mean old like that, but like, what the fuck are you doing? This is an older woman. She could be your mother. Why are you ragging on this lady? What the fuck? I don't know reality wins, but what is this necessary for? Because you look like shit every day. You need to get that fucking mole removed, man. Damn, it looks like a fucking cockroach is on your lip. Is that a cockroach, Queen Bee? Shit.
I'll try to go back. You know what? Let me go back and see what my screenshot was. And I'll try to go back and see if I can find the live. Where that came from, because she did that shit on a fucking live. Oh, the Ivy cam slip that was on the call. Yeah, that one got sent to me. Yeah, but not reality.
Hell yeah, she does, Linda Lou. She does have some fucking nerve, man. What the fuck? This bitch has a whole fucking cockroach on her face talking about a fucking fly running around BJ's camera. Come on.
Listen, BJ said she was going to start praying and look at the demon that showed up. Holy fuck.
See, she's talking about praying again. Does anybody know what religion Queen Bee is, or if she has one? Has she ever talked about it? Does anybody know?
Oh, Benny holds the mots to Tiffers. So does AB. You want the mots on her? Shit, both of those guys got them. And look, after the whole fake check debacle, she went live and said it was Molly's fault. That's reality.
I didn't say it was Molly's fault. I was trolling Molly. I never said it was Molly's fault. I said I was trolling her. Never did I blame Molly for that. I was trolling her, I said. Queen Bee, you need to fucking get your shit straight, man. If you're going to be a channel creator and you're going to like dish out all this information to your people, you're feeding them bullshit. One thing I've never done is I've never come on this channel and fucking lied to my subscribers, day in and day out, giving them all the wrong information, fucking up every story, and they just take it. But I have noticed you've got like more than half your viewers missing. Where'd they all go? Where are they all? What happened to them? Someone told me that Clue stole your subscribers and they're over on a different platform. Is that true? Shit. I guess that's what makes you her bitch.
He wins on the screen. Catfish maxing, Mama T said. Oh my God. What is that? Are those like little buns? Are those like little hair ties? Are they like little? What are they?
God.
Telling me a secret, man. Reality must use like 20 filters when she comes up. Well, she does. 20 filters and 20 pounds of makeup.
Oh my God, there is no filter on this woman. You can't put a filter on StreamYard. Okay. Well, I think if you pay for StreamYard, you can put a filter on. I've never paid for StreamYard. I have a friend, Mandy Bell, who told me a long time ago, she's like, just make new email accounts for every StreamYard account and you don't ever have to pay for it. And that's what I've done all these years on this channel. I've never once, not a day, paid for StreamYard. So I don't know if they have filters on the not paid for StreamYard, but I don't believe you can put a filter on StreamYard when you're joining a panel. And why can't this lady wear makeup and make herself feel good? This woman may clean up beautifully. She may look like a fucking model when she's all done up. This is obviously her on a regular morning or day or whatever. This is an older lady you're making fun of. She has no makeup on. There's no filter on this. So you're hating on her for no reason. What did this woman do? I'm going to guess because she's friends with Brittany J. Queen Bee, when are you going to move on from Brittany J? Have you ever thought that maybe your numbers are dwindling and everybody's leaving because they're sick of it? Like, all right, this is getting old. We've been listening to this about 2 years now. You may want to find something else that you can cover or talk about. I don't know what you're going to do. Shit's crashing down, though. I do know that. And it's going to get a whole lot worse. I'm predicting that. So if you're a member, I have a crystal ball in there. It's there for a reason. I say that all the time. I'm no fortune teller, but I'm always right when I call this shit. It's all going south, bitch. All going south. Hi, Cookie.
They definitely work. Their horns.
Oh my God.
Not horns.
She sounds like a dude when she does that.
Little pigtails. They look like little little horns. Yes, that's reality, bitch. That is reality. That was her cam slip on BJ's panel. The devil is alive. The devil is alive. That's for sure.
Testosterone Max saying I'm dead. That's fucking Queen Bee in a nutshell. Huh? She's
you know what?
With testosterone.
Guess who else is super happy? Irish, big Scottish, small Scottish. She's happy as fuck because these are the foyas that she helped David get and push off. And she's calling Moon out. So they used to be besties. Scottish, small Scottish, and and Loom used to be best friends. Yeah, this is reality on the screen.
Oh my God.
Yes, it is. Sky's burning. Take that picture down. I smell stale cat piss. Cut it out. Listen here. Amy played a breakup song last week dedicated to David, and I fucking missed it. Looking Beyond. I missed the breakup song. Fuck, what was it? Why is she out here looking like Sid from Ice Age?
You know what? I really, this is really fucked up. Like, what did this woman, can anyone tell me, did this woman even say anything about Queen Bee or do anything to her? Like, what did she, I've never even heard her, I've never seen her in a chat be nasty, ever, ever. Queen Bee, you have no room to talk about the way anybody looks. You can say that again. I'm glad you can put a face to the Kick Rocks lady now. The internet is so mean. Yeah, the truth comes out on the internet about who people really are. It really does. I was talking about this last night. Like, you see the things that people say, the things that people do on here, and you're like, what the fuck? This is how people are. You just don't know it. Your neighbors could be like that. People in the grocery store, people you're walking by, on the street or whatever. This is how they really are. They think this way. Like people in Queen Bee's chat, the nasty things that they say about some lady who's probably done nothing wrong. Awful, awful. This lady does not deserve that. Queen Bee, you are so fucking pathetic. You have to pick on an older woman who hasn't had her hair done yet for the day. Clearly, she probably has one of those little poofy, how ladies wear their hair. And it's like, I know this because I worked in a nursing home and in a hospital. They all wake up that way. All the older women, and I don't want to call her old. I'm not insulting her. I'm saying women her age have that shorter haircut, right? Like, I don't know why when women get older, they cut their hair. I think I'll always keep long hair. I love my hair. I love long hair. I don't think I'll ever have gray hair. I don't think I like that. But most women, when they get older, do like to cut their hair. And I don't know, it's trendy for them, I guess. When they first wake up, or like when your grandma first wakes up, if she's not like sleeping on a silk pillowcase and she doesn't have her hair in a little, what you call it, shower cap thing. Unless like, oh, my nanny was like all the way on her hair. She woke up looking like she went to the hairdresser daily. But she was like I said, the silk pillowcases, she put her little thing on. This woman just woke up. Queen Bee, what the fuck do you look like when you just woke up is what I want to know. Serious. I'm asking. Why don't you just show a picture of yourself when you just woke up?
Oh my God. Damn it. Now, listen here. We can do that this Friday.
Oh shit. Was I muted? That was fine. I don't know. Jay said, everyone looks like shit from that angle. It sucks. Yeah. This lady got the shit end of the stick with this one because she literally looks like she just woke up and she probably has that poof, right? So like she's not wearing little buns. That's not what it is. Queen Bee knows nothing about the beauty world. She knows nothing about vanity. She knows nothing. You can tell she knows nothing. Have we ever seen a picture of Queen Bee like done up? Has anyone ever seen that bitch looking like she's going somewhere? I haven't. I've seen a lot of pictures of her. In fact, I seen a picture of you, Queen Bee, that nobody has. And I want to put it out so bad. And I'm hoping that the person that gave it to me will let me eventually. But I really think that it needs to be seen. And yeah, I'm just going to hold on to hope that I get permission to put that out because I respect my people and I'm not going to do that to them. But you've had some cam slips yourself that haven't even been seen yet. I could get used to this. I'm not going to lie.
There, right there. That photo of reality was 6/29/25. Let me go back and look at my shit. Hold on. Well, damn. It looks like Terry Lynn. She said, no, that's not Terry Lynn. Show us your horns, Maxine. Rowena, look at you. Oh my God, listen, we're about to go watch this clip. At least in this shit. No, we're watching this shit. I'm putting this shit on the fucking screen. You're watching this right now, together.
I can't wait for the FOIAs either. I don't know why Rowena's.
Oh, here we gotta go over this because I need y'all to hear this. I need you guys to tell me what you think. Listen, if somebody wrote a fake $1,500 check to Sebastian Rogers, let's say I
didn't write a fake check to Summer. I actually was going to send that check, and I decided not to. And then I trolled Molly, telling her I did because she was pulling stupid shit. Get the fuck over it. I kept my own money, okay? I never, so this is the craziest thing, Queen Bee. Imagine fundraising for an attorney, but you were really in court because you choked your daughter. Oof. But you were telling everybody it was all for Bullhorn Betty. You are grimy as fuck. Grimy as fuck. It wasn't actually a fake check at first. I wrote it with all intentions of sending it. Just chose not to. That's all. And Queen Bee doesn't really care about this. She's just shook because she knows that I'm coming for her fucking ass. That's all. That's all. She doesn't even know what to do with herself right now. She does love to make fun of people. Jay says Rowena is vile. I've had some really bad experiences with Rowena. I've had some really bad experiences with Rowena. She did reach out to me like a couple years ago, and she tried to make amends with me or whatever. But I mean, I don't talk to her or anything. I don't know if she has said anything about me as of late. I don't know if she involves herself in this trash that Queen Bee's doing right now or whatever when it comes to me and my son. But I am really hoping that Rowena is retired and that she's not taking care of patients. Again, we have a nurse that participates in this shit. Now, I have a major problem with anybody who wears scrubs and is involved in this shit. It's really concerning. People taking care of your loved ones, I would not want a nurse in my hospital room or anybody's that I loved if I knew that they were acting and behaving like this in their spare time. It says so much about the person, and I can't imagine how they must treat people if this is what they do online. And that's my problem with it. And I don't know how, as a registered nurse, Rowena can participate in what I have seen over there. That's all. It's highly concerning. Really. That girl's graveyard was answering Zero Jules. What does Zero Jules say? My granddaughter donated her hair to Wigs for Children with Cancer. I was so proud of her. That's beautiful, Zero Jules. I think that that's, if you can donate your hair, you guys, to anyone with cancer, especially kids, Do it. If you are cutting your hair and there's enough, don't let that shit go in the garbage, please. Locks of Love. There's other organizations that will take hair. I have super long hair, but I don't want to cut my hair. But if I ever was to cut my hair and I had enough, I would absolutely donate it. Oh, I have fireworks in my neighborhood. I love when my neighbors set off fireworks. That's what I respect. The truth, says XX Country. Why does QB sound like a dude or on crack? Well, I do think, like I said before, like she probably should get checked. She probably should get some blood work done. But I have always said I think she's a crackhead. She has crackhead behavior, and I know some crackheads, and she is identical to them. I do think her drug of choice is actually crack. Last night, she was fucked up, no doubt. I don't know what she was doing, but she was on a downward spiral. Don't forget her friendship with Quentin Simon's grandma. Yeah, J is for Justice. She milked the fuck out of Quentin's case. She uses these missing kids, but it's no wonder. I mean, she abuses her own, so that's why I take offense to the fact that she's covering kids at all or speaking on missing kids at all. This woman doesn't belong covering no cases. She's the whole case. She has crime cases taking place in her fucking house on the regular for like the last 20 years. It's been 2 of charges and charges and charges and charges. Let me see. Considering I first heard of QB because of her friendship with Summerwell's grandmother, Candace Harris should be careful pointing the finger at tragedy pimps. Yeah, I regret going over to her fucking channel that night, I'll tell you that. She blew right up after I went over there. In my opinion, she says that just to keep people from wanting to report her. Oh, I agree, Eric. I agree. I've never watched B. So glad I am discerning. Winsong, you've never watched her? Good for you. I stopped watching her, I would say, before my son even got sick. So it's been a while. I've clicked on her and listened for a couple minutes here and there, but I've not watched a full stream of hers in a really long time. Queen Bee has made a lot of money grifting and exploiting Sebastian Rogers. She sure has. And I think that's why she does what she does to BJ. It's all just projection and deflection. She does it so that she can basically like fall under an umbrella. Nobody will see it. Nobody will think about it. If she's talking about BJ, no one's going to look at her. And yeah, that is why I am stepping in. I don't even know how many people have asked me to show up and take care of some shit. I can't even tell you. Handfuls of people have asked me, Tiffany, when are you coming back? This bitch really needs a fucking dragging. This bitch really needs to be covered. When are you coming back? When are you coming back? I wish you'd come back. I wish you'd come back. Well, Queen Bee, I'm doing this for me and for the things that you've been saying out of your fucking cocksucker about my son. So that's why I'm doing this. But I'm sure the people that have all been asking me to come back around are pretty happy about it. So here I am. And I don't think it's going to stop anytime soon. Once I get going, I get on a roll, and I really don't put it down. So I think you're kind of stuck with me for a little while anyways. Now, the whole like Dunkin' Donuts shit or whatever. I don't care about that. I'm not going back and forth with her over dumb shit, right? She speaks on my son. She speaks on his passing. You fucking bet I'm going to be right here. She speaks on anything to fucking do with it. And that goes for anybody. And any mother would, okay? You made this really personal and you gave me all the motivation that I fucking need to show all of these documents and put out all of the documentation. And I'm going to do it on my backup channel. And you know what? I'm not going to get paid to do it either, Queen Bee. I'm going to do it for free on a non-monetized channel. That's how much I fucking care about it. I don't need to be compensated for it. I will be gratified myself by just doing this on my own without asking for a fucking thing or expecting a thing from anybody. Would you do that, Queen Bee? Would you ever sit on a non-monetized channel and take the time to go through court documents that you feel the community deserves to see? You and I are not the same in many ways. I said that on my community tab the other day. You're not the same type of mother as me. You're not the same type of woman as me. And I don't treat my fucking YouTube channel like it's some kind of fucking bankroll. Okay? I've had good times. I've had low times. There's, certain things I'll cover where people send a whole bunch of super chats. There's some live streams I get. I don't care. It's not why I go live. I only go live when I have something to say. And I have something to fucking say. But you know what? I'm going to start this and I'm going to finish it. And I'm going to do it on my backup channel. Because you ain't going to fucking take nothing down over my dead body. And I hope when I cover all this that people will restream it, go over it, and make sure it's saved, because she's going to try to take it down. She's not going to want it on the internet. She's going to do everything she can. I'm willing to lose my most cherished channel, my Sassafras channel that I absolutely love. That's my first troll account ever. My Sassafras channel is like my favorite ever. It holds great meaning to me. But I'm willing to let her try to even take the whole channel just to put all this shit out. And that's what I'm going to do. But listen, I'm going to go. I got to run somewhere real quick. And then I may come back. I'll set up, because it's already 10. I didn't think I'd be here this long. But Lollipop link, please. Lolly and Pops 18. You need a link to my backup channel or a link to my panel? You trying to get a link to my channel or my backup channel? Take care, Callie. You too. If I don't come back tonight, you bet I'll be here first thing in the morning. And I'm going to go over everything. The channel's pinned to the top chat. So if you look at the top of the chat, it's right there. And then it's also on my community tab as well. So I will be back. If not tonight, tomorrow. I don't want to let anybody down by not coming live tonight. But I really did need to address this bullshit here that she was saying on her channel today. Just the things that actually matter. So I'll be back, and it's probably going to take a while to go through all this shit. So maybe that's what I'll do tonight. I will organize every single case and all of the literature that comes with it and documentation that I can find through the website. And then what we're going to do is we'll go, we'll as a group, we'll pick the cases that we want the other documentation onto, and I'll get all that. So that's my plan. So I'll set up a ticker on my backup channel at some point tonight, so you'll know when I'll be around. All right, so that's what we'll do. Tomorrow I'll go live. Tonight I'm going to work on everything. And then Hearts for David doodles. Yeah, he loved red, and he loved red, he loved black, and he loved white. Red, black, and white. And blue. He loved those. You're welcome. The link is posted at the bottom. Yeah. So tonight I'm not going to come back because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. I'll be back tomorrow. Tonight I'm going to put everything together. So just be looking for me tomorrow. And we'll do this. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you to everyone that became a member. Like 33 people became members. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. I didn't see these. I'm so sorry. I'm glad I just came over here. I was not ignoring anybody. I really apologize. What the fuck was I doing that I didn't see these two come in? Carl's Kate says, QB could never do for her kids what all you've done for David. Thank you. And I know that. I really do. And I feel bad for her kids. I really do. They deserve a mom that is loving and caring and kind and compassionate and nurturing. And that is not Queen Bee. And Perplex CPS says, hey, Tiffany, glad to see you live. Hope you have a good weekend. Thank you. You didn't have to super chat me to say that. You're so sweet. Perplex CPS. Thank you. J. Marie said, dropping in to say, hey, girl, good to see you. Have a good night. Member for 4 months. Thank you, J. Marie. I'm sorry I missed this, you guys. Nana is a member for 51 months. Holy fucking shit. Wow, Nana. That's a long time. Wow, 51 whole months. I love you. Wow. Northern Lights. I don't know how I missed these. I've been a monthly member since 2021. Sad. I don't know. Oh, Northern Lights, you're talking about why it says 14 months. I don't know. Someone else said that too. Dave the Sinner, thank you for becoming a member. I'm sure Queen Bee, this will go right up her ass that you became a member in my fucking chat. She's already mad I was in your chat. She's mad I was in Brittany's chat. Like it's new or something. It's so weird. So weird to me. Dropping in to say, hey, girl. All right. And then Anne-Marie. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate it. All right, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Hope you'll be there. Make sure you sub to my backup channel and put the notifications on so you don't miss nothing because it's going to be some good shit. Okay. Good night. Bye.